Imagine you're listening to the earth, not the whisper of the wind, nor the roar of the ocean, but a deep, guttural hum coming from the planet's very core. And suddenly, that hum changes. It becomes rhythmic, as if something vast and ancient down there is beginning its work. We're talking about strange waves, Evelyn. The ones that have puzzled seismologists for decades. They tear through the mantle, through the core, accelerating where they should slow down and disappearing, leaving behind only questions. Official reports call them D-layer anomalies or ultra-low velocity zones. Boring, isn't it? But if you dig deeper, beneath the layer of bureaucracy, you'll always find a signal that forces you to wake up.
Or simply an inaccuracy in the calculations, Arthur. Seismology is a complex science. These anomalies can be explained by changes in rock density, temperature, or phase transitions, as confirmed by Professor Murohiko Murakami's experimental work in 2004 and 2007. Nothing mystical, just geology in its most intricate form.
And that's the whole point, Evelyn. The official report is boring and predictable. It lulls you to sleep. But if you dig deeper, beneath the layer of bureaucracy, you'll always find a signal that forces you to wake up. And those are the signals we seek at Fringe Signal. We're not afraid to look where others fear to tread, because only there can you find the real answers.
Or new questions, Arthur. The main thing is that these questions are based on facts, not conjecture. We're not here to invent stories, but to decipher them. And if there's something in the Earth's depths that doesn't fit our models, it's just a reason for more thorough research, not for creating a new mythology.
But what if these facts point to something entirely different? In 2024, Evelyn, a team of geophysicists from ETH Zurich and Caltech made a revolutionary discovery. Using a new full-waveform inversion method, they found numerous anomalous structures in Earth's mantle, which they called Sunken Worlds. These are vast regions, comparable in size to continents, where seismic waves slow down by 50%. Spots, they called them. Sounds like something you can just ignore. But these spots don't just slow waves down, they distort them. They behave as if something down there is actively influencing energy propagation.
However, these sunken worlds can be explained as remnants of ancient materials or areas of elevated temperature, as proponents of the chemical and thermal hypotheses suggest. Even Michael Thorne, whom you mentioned, refers to them as some of the most extreme features found on the planet, but he doesn't conclude they're of artificial origin. He and other scientists lean towards a combined approach, considering both thermal and chemical factors.
Combined approach, or an attempt to obscure what doesn't fit any model. Remember, Evelyn, the rusted phantom incident in that Ohio mining town. A signal from the heart of the mine didn't just scramble our instruments, it made the watches on our wrists run backward. Officially, a geological anomaly. In reality, something beyond any comprehension. These sunken worlds might not just be passive remnants. What if they are structures, ancient, perhaps technological, actively influencing Earth's seismic activity?
Arthur, you see the contour around every corner again. That's too big a leap from slowing waves to ancient technological structures. Where's the proof? Is there any sign that these spots are not of natural origin? Scientists talk about high density or partial melting of silicate rocks, not machines.
What about the 9-day vibrations that swept across the globe in September 2023? This phenomenon puzzled scientists until it was linked to a mega tsunami in Greenland. But what if the cause was deeper? or the unidentified seismic object in May 2025, when crustal oscillations continued for 9 days, each wave lasting 92 seconds, felt even in the Arctic and Antarctic. This isn't geology, Evelyn. These are signals. Signals that point to something happening beneath our feet that we cannot or will not explain. What if these spots aren't just passive formations, but active elements of some gigantic, hidden system?
The 9-day vibrations were clearly linked to a landslide in Greenland, and the unidentified object is a name given to a phenomenon until an explanation is found, but it doesn't mean it's not natural. Events like the Earth's hum, with a frequency of 2.9 to 4.5 megahertz, are still debated by the scientific community, but the main hypotheses relate to oceanic currents or atmospheric phenomena. You're trying to connect disparate, often explainable, phenomena into a single picture to confirm your theory. This is a classic example of apophenia.
Or a classic example of concealment. Remember how long the Contour Division denied the existence of such anomalies until they could no longer be ignored? What if these sunken worlds aren't just geological formations, but actively affecting our planet, perhaps even using it as an energy source? Their location, their anomalous properties, it doesn't look like a coincidence.
It looks like an incomplete understanding. Our planet is far more complex than we can imagine, and the more we learn, the more anomalies will appear until we find a scientific explanation for them. For now, all these signals are just reasons for further research, not for creating conspiracy theories.
But what if these spots aren't just passive formations, but active elements of some gigantic hidden system that pulsates within the Earth's depths? We're talking about structures that could be older than life on the surface, capable of distorting space-time, manipulating energy. This isn't just geology, Evelyn. This is something that changes our understanding of what lies beneath our feet.
Yes, these are not simple stories, and I admit that the sunken worlds and their anomalous effects on seismic waves do not yet have a definitive explanation. But the lack of an explanation doesn't mean we should immediately resort to the most incredible hypotheses. Perhaps it only indicates that we need to develop new research methods, new models, to understand the true nature of these phenomena. New methods of seismic tomography, such as full-waveform inversion, are already allowing us to discover previously unseen structures, and this is the path to scientific understanding.
The signal faded, but the echo remains. We've presented you with all the known facts from this case, but perhaps even we missed the most crucial pieces of the puzzle.
Or found too many. What do you think? Which facts seem key to you, and which are merely self-deception? Your theories are the most valuable part of our archive. Leave them below.
If you're ready to listen further, subscribe. End of transmission.